What is going on? I'm sorry, I just got like random somethings in here.
Gotta get the mic working.
Okay. Let me
That should work.
here.
I think I got it. Let me check again. It is working. Cool.
Okay, cool, because I have not found you.
It's twitch.tv/brod914.
914. There we go. Now it's telling me who you are.
Check out the picture that Lauren made for us.
I love it.
Where is it?
Twitch.tv/brod914.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's the squonk.
Some Yule lads, the Squonk, Mothman, Antler guy,
Lizard boy.
and a lizard guy.
Antler guy.
There he is, Antler guy.
He's vibing.
Antlering it up.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty awesome.
And now I have to turn off the sound over here. Actually, I'm just gonna shut it down. Ta-da! Yay!
I've basically not used the what's it called? OBS in like a month. Maybe a little more than a month. There's my stupid monster of the fucking week game.
It's over here.
Um,
Okay. Very good. That's good stuff.
Alright, if I need it, it's here. Where the heck is everybody else?
So, Carly and Phil should be here in a little bit. They just posted in chat. I haven't seen anything from Alex.
Fucking nerds. Hopefully Alex is okay. I feel like if he would have said something.
I'm sure if Alex wasn't okay, we would have heard from Carly by now. Alex probably just busy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. How you doing, Phil?
I'm live.
That's good. Usually.
It's a start.
Who's watching TV?
Why are you so nosy? Why, Sarah?
Because my middle name is Josie. I'm fucking hilarious.
I don't get it.
You've never heard the term nosy Josie?
Nope. I think you just made it up.
No,
You
it's
just
real.
made it up.
No,
Just
You-
now.
I'm not clever enough to make up word play on the fly.
That's not wordplay. That's a rhyme.
Is rhyme not
It's
wordplay?
no rhyming is the most
Oh,
simple of literal devices.
Where's the doctorate of literature?
It's a
Randy Nerd?
literature device. It's not wordplay.
I feel
It's
like
literally the most simple form of
I feel like wordplay is a broad category.
no wordplay implies that you're like doing some gymnastics with words. Rhyming isn't gymnastics.
Feels like gymnastics. I'm trying to play my
Why
Dragon Economy game.
won't this stuff open where I want it to? Okay, that's better.
That Alex?
It's me.
Hello.
Carly, where's Alex?
He's
He-
he's signing on right now.
Cool.
Our delivery just got here, so we had to wait for it, and then
Cool.
I've been driving for the last like 3.5 hours.
This is allowed. Welcome to the jungle.
We've got fun and games.
Hello.
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 Hello everyone, I missed you.
All right, so real quick, why don't everybody reintroduce your character real quick, and then we'll talk about everything that happened in the last campaign, and then we'll keep moving with what we got now.
Okay, well, It's introductions first, correct?
Yeah, just introduce your character real quick.
Okay. I am playing Hector Salas. He is the archetype, the chosen one. He is the uncle to Adelaide Mercer, and his chosen destiny was to prevent Adelaide from becoming the plaything of the powers that be. Basically, question mark. He likes to fish, and he tends to find himself holding the short end of the stick when it comes to being able to actually fish, because life likes to fuck with him.
Okay.
I'm
And just wants to fish.
I'm returning with Savina Valario. She is kind of like the mom magical girl. She is a member of the Goddess League and has magical powers and is now in charge of creating a new chapter in their little West Virginia town. And that's it. Ta-da!
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I can go. I'm playing Adelaide Mercer. She is the spooky. Um, she is the niece of Hector Salas. She lives with him. She's 17 years old and talks to ghosts. She was recently trained by Baba Yaga herself.
There's a lot of when you're talking, it sounds like you're in a wind tunnel.
Oh. Don't know why that
Yeah,
would
there's a
be.
ton of interference.
Well, I'll sort that out. But
Okay.
yeah, that's Adelaide.
Okay. I am playing a new character this season. Todd Allen McMichael. He is a para romantic. Um, his monstrous special interest being Darlene, which is not her true name. That's just the closest humans can come to her name. And Darlene is a mermaid who is half catfish. She lives in a flooded quarry. And we could get into her whole deal later on. So yeah, so that's Todd Allen McMichael. He's a 17 to 19-year-old skinny hillbilly kid.
Okay. Charlie and Dr. Dick haven't gone yet.
No, I guess what happened? Okay.
Nothing. I hear you.
Oh, one of my screens went blank for a second.
Okay.
Hi, I'm playing Charlie. They are the expert archetype. They are sibling of Savina and helping her out with things around the house, and are good friends with Adelaide and Hector.
All right, and then Dr. Dick.
I'm playing Dr. Dick. He does Dr. Dick things, aka being contrary, kind of a bit of a know-it-all, and very old. He was one of the characters in our 50s campaign before he turned into basically a Fallout ghoul. So he's immortal and like has claws and shit. He likes the other people in the team. He misses Tedward, but he keeps himself at a distance.
All right.
Is this any better?
Much
Yes.
better. Much better.
Okay. Okay, I think it's picking up the dryer, so I'm switching to my phone.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't seem to pick it up.
Yeah, this is way better.
Okay, great.
All right. So do you guys remember exactly what happened at the end of not including the non-canon Christmas episode? Do you guys remember what happened? Essentially, the first season.
Yes, we fought various strange things, including the freaking antler dude.
Antler guy.
Tedward left us. We're very sad about that.
His house burned down.
The
mysteriously.
specter of Pinsent Vice tried to take over Tedward, which would have happened if Dr. Dick had completed Tedward's full upgrade.
Damn.
And
Tedward ran off into the woods.
And Vincent Vice was also Antlerhead, but we don't know that as characters.
no,
He wasn't Antler guy. Antler guy
He was
was
controlling-
one of his
yeah.
creations.
his pre-Tedward creations.
Yeah, that was like his first creepy robot, black magic robot. All right, and as previously said, Baba Yaga trained Adelaide. Sent everybody else
Protect.
on a quest to essentially get fucked with. To basically get you out of the way. Adelaide was basically trained to control her powers a little better, so that she could successfully expel the
Video game demon.
the poltergeist or whatever we decided it was. And then everything culminated in a large battle at the end of the season, where Antler Guy was trying to use Adelaide as a key to open up the rift to the other side. So you're on camera.
Sorry, I was just waving and I was like, nobody can see me.
Yeah, you didn't. Nobody else put their cameras on, so.
Hello.
Yeah. So you guys are done with that stuff. I think we ended with basically Dr. Dick inviting Tedward to live with him because the mansion had been destroyed, and Tedward just disappeared.
Yeah,
I think
he went to work one day and never came home.
yeah, but if I remember correctly, Tedward has a phone now, and he has fingers he can put on to use the phone.
Yes.
So he never replies to any messages, but like if
But
you
he
if you
always
look,
reads them.
he reads them.
Yeah,
His voicemail is never
voicemail is
full.
never full. Yep.
Okay. So that's where we left off. So just to make this make it easier for me to figure out how we're gonna do this. What does Todd do
All right, so
other than bang a mermaid?
What else do you need?
So he does not actually bang the mermaid. Their relationship is more akin to a courtly love than banging a mermaid.
Good, because I had questions about the logistics.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
So Todd Allen used to live with his mom in a trailer, like kind of semi off the grid. And his mom was collecting Social Security checks. And that's what they basically how they got by. just living in this trailer and collecting Social Security checks. When he was 14, his mom ran off with somebody, um, but the checks kept coming. So Todd Allen has just kind of been fending for himself in the backwoods since he was 14 years old. He's about, I'm gonna say, somewhere between 17 and 19
Okay.
now. I just kind of want to be vague with it because I'm not sure he would really know. Um, so he was just kind of like a latchkey kid living in the woods, and one day he met Darlene, and he was smitten by her. Thought she was the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. Um, and basically, he spends most of his time hanging out with Darlene.
Okay.
He comes into town to shop and buy supplies and stuff. He's not like a mountain man living off of squirrels. Like, no, he's just some kid, like just some teenager who lives on his own and gets a couple $100 from the government every month, and that's enough for him to keep doing what he's been doing. Um, so so one of the things that's going on with him is because of the way Virginia's changed with mountaintop removal mining and stuff, or West Virginia, excuse me, and the way that's kind of like reshaped the entire landscape.
Hmm.
Um, Darlene cannot get to her home waters, and that's her goal. She wants to get to her home waters and complete her life cycle. Um, she's not able to tell you where these are because they make sense like from a fish's brain, but not in like a human's brain because you're navigating water and currents versus overland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like she can kind of give vague hints, but not really. Um, and Todd Allen, being the generally amiable guy he is, and also pretty much infatuated with Darlene, wants to help her find the home waters. Um, so if she gets to her home waters and he's with her, she's going to use his life energy to complete her life cycle and spawn, and then she'll die too.
Okay.
Damn.
That's a hard life.
That's rough, buddy.
All right. All I really needed to know was where he hangs out and stuff, so that I can introduce him to the party. But
Oh, anywhere where you could get beef jerky or Slim Jims, probably. Sorry, I didn't mean to go into the whole
no,
backstory.
it's all right. Um,
What does he do for fun? Besides, hanging out with his hot fish babe.
Um,
he goes fishing.
Yeah.
which you can't see. He doesn't want to get her upset. um, he probably like plinks at things with a 22, like just like
Pew, pew.
yeah. Um,
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Sits on his porch.
Throws rocks at trains. As long as he doesn't throw them at birds.
I feel like he probably wanders around the woods a lot and like looks for like abandoned pieces of farm equipment to sell at farmers markets and shit like that.
Nice.
He absolutely sells stuff at flea markets, like just eclectic stuff. He's the guy with with the table of just garbage.
Somebody sometimes wants that garbage.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want to keep Darlene secret for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't make Darlene the reason everybody meets Todd.
I mean, if he fishes, Hector might know him.
No, I'd rather do this organically than force it.
Okay.
Um, so, speaking of, what is Hector up to now that the danger has passed?
So, like, are we doing like a time skip? Because I had some ideas.
It's probably been a few weeks, and no nonsense has happened in a few weeks.
Since Hector hasn't had woken up in the middle of the night from like a vision, He's probably been, generally speaking, healthier. He's been talking about visiting Alaska, going on some like fishing trips and stuff like that. He's got the boat and stuff, not the boat, the car and stuff replaced after all those misadventures. So he's been thinking about going away, bringing Adelaide to go fishing in the deep Alaskan woods, because that's what every teenage girl wants to do. And yeah, he's just trying to establish a sense of normalcy and enjoy the good times while they last.
Okay. What is everybody else up to? I mean, I remember Savina became higher up in her order. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
So you've
I'm trying
probably
to think.
been dealing with that.
Yeah, Savina's been dealing with looking for recruits, and then I would assume that at some point the order sends somebody to her, but I don't know how long it's going to be. Like, sends her somebody who they found who's localish and like, all right, go live with this lady for a while.
Okay.
Live with this lady and her eclectic sibling.
Yes.
All right. So then what's Charlie been up to?
Charlie's been establishing themselves in the house. They moved back in.
Yeah.
And they've been generally just kind of setting up an office space, getting the start of an armory going, collecting books, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Like on the basis of base of operations.
Okay. What about Adelaide?
What time of year is it? Is it like springtime?
I don't remember. I want to say it was
Or
probably
fall?
summer when we ended the last campaign or the last
Okay.
season. So it's
Okay.
probably like early fall, like September-ish.
Well, if it's early fall, then she's probably just started her senior year of high school.
Okay.
So she's like trying to decide where, like, what if she's just like filling out all the fun paperwork for going to school, like college and stuff, and
Okay.
probably like just doing a lot of normal teenage stuff, which is probably pretty weird for her. She's not used to like having to do normal teenage things.
All right. And what's Dr. Dick been doing?
I think he's been engrossed in a new textbook that just came out about advances in nuclear energy. The ashtray by his study chair is completely overflowing.
Okay. That's gross.
That's Dr. Dick.
Oh, it's just like when they get that bad, I remember from my grandfather, like when you put your cigarettes out, it starts to burn the filters from the ones that are in there, and it makes even that much worse of a smell.
Except Dr. Dick doesn't smoke filtered cigarettes.
That's probably true.
That's probably true. He also doesn't have a nose.
I know that. All right. I'm going to send you a message because I know you said you wanted to end Dr. Dick's story in some way.
Everybody's dying.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to be cycled out sometime soon.
Yeah, he's you're supposed to cycle them out at level 10 or give them a new class and start over. I think Dr. Dick's probably higher than that now.
11. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's time to either give him a new class or retire him, or if you want him to die, you can die. So I sent you a message on Facebook. You can let me know. All right.
Either will work.
I just want to know what you would prefer. Because it will shape the way that we play this session.
Let me punch him.
Sit.
All right, thank you. And there's one more thing I wanted to touch base on. We changed the way we were doing experience, right?
Yeah, we did.
All right, you guys have hooks now or something, right? Is that what we did? We added hooks.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what we did.
Because
Didn't we have hooks and goals or something like that?
I think they're just hooks. So I have it written down. Wait a second. Here you go. End of session. Episode go through the following list. Each player takes a turn reading their 3 hooks. The table agrees that at least one of the player's hooks impacted events or the character the player marks experience. The player then removes any hooks they feel no longer relevant and writes new hooks inspired either by recent events. In the game or their original hook list from character creation. Ask the following questions, answer them as a group. So then, all right. So yeah, you guys could pick 3 hooks. You make them up yourself, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna write them now.
So if you want to look at the way they were, we were using them on the 50s characters. So if you want to look at what you had for that, I believe that's where we put them.
Oh, okay. In the history and notes. Except
Maybe.
I think.
I don't know where everybody put their own personal stuff.
Well, that one's empty. Maybe I put that in here.
Yeah, I don't know like where anybody puts anything. You have a thing that says Betty's goals, but there's no goals.
I think maybe we
You may have deleted them.
we may have deleted, like, if we
All right,
achieved them,
yeah, if you want to
then
put them in your history and notes section, that's fine. So basically the hooks are like goals.
These were things like how like whatchamacallit, like Rosie kept wanting to try and scare Dr. Spectro
Exactly.
or intimidate Dr. Spectro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so they're like either
specific
interpersonal
things.
goals, or they could be narrative goals, or things of that nature. Relationship stuff. Yeah.
So Minnie, maybe if I can make a suggestion, maybe for this session we just kind of, because we don't really know where the season's going to go yet, just everyone kind of try and come up with one general goal that your
I
character
think
might.
that yeah, if you want to work on like your interpersonal goals, like that might be a little rough for Ray. But Ray also has, the Darlene, so one of his goals could be keep Darlene a secret. Or
I
something
already
along
know
those
what I'm
lines.
gonna use. What I'm gonna have as my.
Yeah. So
As
like
my
the
goal.
easiest ones are, everybody knows everybody else's characters other than Todd. So it would be easy to write things for other people. Like I know specifically Charlie has been kind of trying to tell Hector that they're into Hector. Like if you want to make that a goal, Phil, like tell Hector how you actually feel, that would be perfect example of what we need.
I was just adding that to my sheet. I'm trying to set up hooks for all the different, not all the, like, I'm trying to set up 3 hooks that are interpersonal in nature.
That's fine. Anything you guys want. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to do that. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water in the meantime. All right, I'm back. Does anybody need any more time?
I've got a couple good ones.
If you can't think of all three, that's fine. You can write them
What's our
sometime.
town's name?
Um, Let me see.
It's in our notes.
Yeah, it's in the notes somewhere.
Regions, places, Mount Homunqua.
Mount Homunqua. How do you spell that?
Like this.
HAL, like that.
That's the town you're in, the closest city. So you guys are in like a suburb. And the city is just Appalachia.
Okay.
And then like there's a bunch of like locations that I also made.
I just needed a general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
I
just
just
in
needed a
case
general.
you wanted to say where Darlene lived or whatever.
I'll leave that narratively unbound right now, just so you can
Yeah,
play
that's
with
fine.
it. So she lives in it's a flooded quarry. So
Okay. All right. So
We're good.
those of you who have things that you roll at the beginning of a session, there's
Woohoo!
quite a few of you. Why don't you do
Mhm.
that now?
Come on, Hector. Vague hint. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody else?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't see what I. Okay.
Seven's not bad.
Yeah, hold one on a 7. I'm gonna go for have a useful object ready.
All right. Well, I'll get to you last. You rolled last. So
Okay.
unless there's somebody else, I don't remember if Charlie has anything.
I do.
Okay. So then I'll get to Charlie last. All right. On a 10 plus. So for Hector, you're rolling Destiny's Plaything. You get a vague hint about it. On a miss, something bad is going to happen to you. All right, so I think Hector, you get like Oh, and by the way, Sarah, I sent you a message, so if you could reply to that after we go over this,
Apologies.
that would be great. No, it's okay. I don't remember if I told you I sent it or not. Um, so right after this description, you can go take a look at that. I think maybe you're watching television.
I'm watching River Monsters.
Sure. You're watching River Monsters, and you notice that something keeps on sticking out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you keep seeing it in the water, and you're not 100% sure if it's there or not. Like you've seen these episodes of River Monsters, you haven't noticed before. But it's like a large. It almost looks like a large mammal. But like almost like a giant seal or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you keep on like shaking your head and you don't you're not even sure you saw it. But it keeps popping
Yeah.
up.
I think Hector doesn't want to see it, especially.
Yeah, that sounds
So,
right.
okay, cool.
All right. So Adelaide,
Yes.
you rolled what's that move called? The
It
sight?
is
No,
premonitions.
premonitions. All right. On a 10 plus, you get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen. You take +1 forward to prevent it from coming true, and mark experience if you stop it. Okay. So, like maybe you walk out of your room and you see the same thing on the TV that Hector's seeing, but
Mhm.
instead of just seeing this weird thing in the water, um, like it triggers a vision. Um,
Okay.
and you see this creature, and it's in Ashkook River, uh, and you see like a family that is like tubing down the river. It's like the end of the tubing season. A family tubing down the river, and this like these large, strange, like tentacles come out of the water,
Oh no, not tentacles.
and then um, it grabs one of the, we'll say instead of a family, it's like a bunch of teenagers. Grabs one of the teenagers and pulls them into the water. Everybody like starts to frantically try to get the person,
Mhm.
and they do, but a couple seconds later, like a large head comes out of the water, and you see it just for an instant. This like blackish brownish fur,
Mhm.
and it has like tusks, and it looks almost like a giant seal.
Mhm.
Um, and it grabs that same teenager and pulls them under the water. The other kids start to frantically paddle to shore, and most of them get out, but another one gets taken before they get out. And then like you shake your head and you're back in the living room staring at river monsters.
Okay. In the vision, could I tell like if that was going on at that moment?
No, it's a premonition. It happens. It's something
Oh, okay.
that could happen. All right, Savina. What did you roll?
It is casting. Hold on. No, what's it called? Fortunes.
Okay.
Look at what the future holds.
So on a 7, you get one hold.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like to just have something useful handy.
Okay. I think so. Let me read how this works. So what are you doing to divine this?
I think for Savina it would be meditative.
All right. So what does that look like? I don't think we've ever actually explored how that works with your character.
Okay, I would go with since it usually happens before we start getting into stuff, it would be part of her daily ritual of, wake up, do some yoga, do some meditating, and sometimes when she meditates, she kind of gets an idea, like, and it doesn't necessarily connect to anything specifically, but she kind of looks forward, and that forward looking goes, you might need this today.
Okay. So it's just like an inkling, like an itch you
Yeah,
need to scratch.
kind of, yeah.
All right. So I think the useful thing that you have ready is uh, like I think you just like go into I is Charlie making the fort down in like the basement and stuff?
Yes.
So where has Charlie relocated like all of the stuff that was being stored down there?
Probably a storage unit.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense. I mean, we have an
All right.
attic, so some stuff
So
goes up there, but
I'm gonna say that like there's a stack of boxes by the front door that Charlie was gonna run over to the storage unit like this afternoon, and like you just happen to pass it, and you look inside, and it's got the old rebreather and like diving suit, something like your parents had on them.
okay.
Like maybe they never even used it,
Okay.
but you just get this idea that it's something you need to hold on to. Uh,
Okay, so I'm just gonna take that box and like keep it handy. Like, I guess I'll probably put it in my car since my car goes most places with me.
okay, that makes sense. All right, and Charlie,
Yes.
you rolled what?
Connect the dots. It's just to keep 3. I ask a question later.
Okay. All right. Well, when you're ready for that, then let me know. And just because I was looking at Zavina, if any of you have harm, it's gone now.
Oh,
But
cool. I completely forgot
your
about
luck
it.
stays the same.
Right. Cool.
Um, all right. So everybody got their little premonitions. Adelaide, what are you doing about this premonition? Like,
Yeah,
how do you react?
I think she like kind of stands there for a second before coming to join Uncle Hector on the couch. She like plops a bunch of college pamphlets down on the like the coffee table that she was bringing out for him to look at. Um, she just kind of stares at the TV a little bit, and then, hey, Uncle Hecky,
Kiddo? Can I pick up a pamphlet? Leaf through it.
There's like when you fish around here, there's nothing that big that should be around here, right?
Well, I mean, define big.
Like big enough to drag a teenage boy underwater.
Well, I mean, catfish sometimes get big. We've seen it on river monsters. They drag folks down.
Yeah, catfish don't have tentacles or tusks though, right?
No, I don't think so. Maybe over in New Jersey.
I had a weird vision, but the thing I saw was so weird looking that I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I had a vision about this hairy, furry, tusked, tentacled thing in one of the nearby rivers. It was dragging people down, but you've never encountered something that big around here, right?
Well, I'm gonna look down at the pamphlet and just kind of rub the temple. Guess I was asking too much. Huh.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just thought things were finally gonna be normal, I guess.
She kind of looks down at the pamphlets too. Yeah, me too.
Well, guess we oughta call the troops. Hey? Hey?
But hey, I mean, you might get to go fishing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's probably not for something you'd actually want to catch, but you know.
Well, you gotta take what you can get these days. Come on, let's go call Charlie.
All right.
So I will call the Valerio residence.
Okay. Who answers the
You
phone?
call probably me. Charlie probably just probably ignores the phone.
Yeah,
Hello?
Hello, it's Hector.
Hi, Hector. How's it going?
Well, I got some bad news. I'm not calling to invite you guys over for dinner.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Here, Adelaide, come here. Here, why don't you talk to Adelaide?
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
So what are we looking at?
Some kind of weird creature lurking around in one of the local rivers. Probably you know where the tubing hotspot is?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we used to go there all the time.
Yeah, something's in there and it's dragging. I had a vision of it dragging two teenage boys like right down, and I didn't see them come back up. It had tusks and was kind of furry, but it also had tentacles.
Like a
So
tentacled walrus?
I actually think that would be the best way to describe it, was a tentacled walrus.
Weird. Oh well, alright. I suppose why don't we just meet you down at the river then? And I'll pick up Dr. Dick on the way.
Okay. I know we were all kind of enjoying this little vacation, but
It was a nice break.
sorry. I wish I could call you with more exciting news, like I
Like you
heard
picked
back
a
from any.
college?
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah, next time. All right, we'll meet you down there.
Alrighty, I'll get everybody ready. I'll talk to you soon. I'll
All
see you
right,
soon.
bye.
Bye. So I
Alright.
hang up the phone and I go. I kind of just poke my head down the stairs. Hey, Charlie,
Yeah.
we're on.
Oh.
It's-
Oh.
What do you got about river monsters?
Ah. River monsters. That's a.
Yeah, tusked. No, tentacled walruses. And while I'm yelling down the stairs, I'm also dialing Dr. Dick on my cell phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig around for a minute. Let me see what I can find.
Ring
Are you
ring.
calling Dr. Dick's cell phone or his?
The house phone.
I think
Ring,
it takes a
ring.
minute, and then you hear like, oi oi.
Hey Doc, we got a river monster.
What kind?
Tentacled walrus?
Huh?
That's new to me. I don't know, but we're gonna meet Hector and Adelaide down at the river.
All right, see you in 10.
Click.
Close and clunk.
All right, Charlie, I'm ready. So whenever you're good to go, let's get a move on.
Yeah. Charlie's gonna grab a couple of books, stick them under their arm, and head out. So to hold the group up.
Okay. All right, so we get in the car and drive Little Blue over to Dr. Dick's house.
Alright. Ray, Todd, is he actively looking for like the channels or whatever that Darlene has been trying to?
So he's not really. He does. He sort of does. Okay, so I got a thought. So currently in character, he doesn't really know where to start. So I actually made his goals related to finding where to start with those. Is there like a local head shop or like witch store or something that maybe some of the hunters occasionally go to that's kind of like half Hot Topic, half occult section of a bookstore, has some things that are
Like there's
sort
the
of
back
accidentally
room at
real.
the local Hot Topic.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
Adelaide frequents this place.
Is this a place or can this be a place?
Yeah,
I
we
would
can
love
have
it to
a
be a
we can
place.
have a place like that,
Okay, so maybe
like Betty
maybe
Manfield's place,
There you go.
except here.
yeah, except here and in a strip mall.
Yeah, that's fine. We can have something like that.
So what I think happened was I think Todd Allen went to this place and he started kind of asking about, local legends relating to like the waterways nearby, and maybe they said, "Oh, you should check out whatever the fuck creek the walrus monster is living in."
Yeah.
They go, "Oh yeah, go look there." There's all sorts of stories about that, and that would set him off there. That
All
would be
right.
enough for him to go poking around.
All right. So yeah, you were directed towards this to Askook River,
Ask Cook.
ASKOOK.
Those teenagers after cooks.
So that's kind of where you've been directed, and like the easiest access point is where everybody launches their tubing trips. There's like a parking lot up above. It's easy to get down to the water. It's shallow towards the shore for a ways, so like it's easy to tube there. So it's definitely the easiest access spot.
Okay. So yeah, he'd probably head there.
Okay. So yeah, when you arrive, there's like a bunch of teenagers who are starting to gather. They're probably a little bit younger than you. Some of them are probably the same age. Yeah, so they're like between 15 and 18. So they're all kind of gathering, and it's clear that they're waiting for a few more people to show up because they're just kind of some of them are kind of waiting in the water, but and like holding on to the chain of tubes, but nobody's gotten going yet. And like you pull up and you can see them all down by the water. There's like 5 cars up here.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. I think Todd Allen is just gonna he's gonna park his pickup truck. Um. And he's just kind of gonna get out and look around for something. He doesn't know what he's looking for. He's just gonna look for things that seem out of the ordinary for some backwoods kid.
Okay.
That aren't related to tourists.
So are you rolling any moves like investigate a mystery or anything like that?
Yeah, you know what? I'll roll investigate a mystery.
Okay.
That's sharp, right?
Yes. All right, you get 1 hold.
Okay. Okay. Is this one they use the holds immediately moves? I can't remember.
You can hold on to the hold until the end of the scene.
Okay.
If you like.
You know what? I'm gonna ask what is being concealed here.
So
I'll use the hold to ask what is being concealed here.
I think you notice some strange footprints up on the shore that none of these kids have noticed. Like whatever it is, it would have to be big because this is mostly river rock.
Okay.
But you could see some like indentations and some crushed rocks, and it kind of makes a looks like something with like a fan-shaped foot has been stepping on the shore here.
So like a duck-shaped foot.
Yeah, but
big.
much bigger. It's
like a bear-sized duck.
Bigger than a bear.
Oh wow! Okay.
At least bigger than
Giant
bigger than the
bear.
bears that live around here anyway.
I was gonna say I think a bear might be the biggest animal that Todd Allen has a frame of reference for, other than like a cow.
Yeah.
I doubt he's ever been to a zoo or
It's
watched
bigger.
TV.
It's bigger than a bear. It's bigger than anything you've ever seen. Any footprints you've ever seen.
Okay.
So what's being concealed here is that there's some strange creature has been coming up to shore.
Okay. Does this look anything like anything Darlene has ever done or made?
No, you're pretty sure it has nothing to do with Darlene.
Okay. All right.
All
So
right.
he's gonna move down. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say at this point, I think that maybe the other 2 parties are going to show up. Adelaide and Hector show up, and then shortly after that, Savina, Charlie, and Dr. Dick show up.
Hector is wearing his "Women Want Me, Fish Fear Me" hat.
Adelaide allowed this because she felt bad about ruining Uncle Hector's vacation.
He's got a fishing pole on one shoulder. And a tackle box, like, tucked under his arm.
Arctic
feel like
is in his
Adelaide.
normal tan suit.
Adelaide has like a sunbrella.
Like a parasol.
Yeah, like a parasol. She's a
Sliding around the back
redhead.
seat.
She's a redhead. She'll get sunburned.
So is Adelaide still pretending to be blind, or is that
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
okay?
To people who aren't her immediate friends,
Circle?
like her immediate circle.
So Todd definitely doesn't know.
Yeah, Todd
Yeah.
does not know. So she has her cane, her seeing cane.
All right. Well, what are you guys doing now that you're here?
Well, we're gonna park the car and head over to Adelaide and Hector.
Hey,
I'm not-
gang.
Hey.
A little busy for a monster hunt right now. It's like the squonk all over again.
I know. At least it's not rednecks. Well,
Around here, it's always rednecks.
at least it's not gun-toting rednecks.
Fair.
Half these guys go to
That
my
you know of.
school.
I mean, technically we're gun-toting rednecks, so anyway.
Ew, gross. Half these guys go to my school. They're kind
And
of
you say one of them
assholes.
gets eaten?
2 of them.
Oh, well.
So is
Shit.
Todd like listening to this conversation, or is he just trying to ignore people?
I think he's kind of like, he's probably being kind of oblivious and just like walking along the edge of the riverbank, but like not in the section that people would use to launch ramps. Like he's kind of walked off to the side. And he's kind of just he's clearly looking for something. He's not slick.
I'm going
Like he is
to
Okay.
point
like he's
to
clearly
this.
looking around at for something.
I'm gonna point to Todd Allen and kind of like gesture, like, "Oh, is he one of them?"
That guy doesn't look like he's ready for swimming.
He could have swim shorts under there.
I think Adelaide kind of turns to look in his direction, but it probably, obviously to like a passerby, doesn't look like she's actually, it doesn't seem like she's actually looking, but no, I don't recognize him.
So
All right, well let's go down and see what we can see. Hector, why don't you pretend like you're gonna go fishing, and we'll pretend we're gonna heckle you about fishing.
All right.
Nice hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So,
My,
go ahead.
what can you tell me
Man.
about this thing besides there's something out here?
Are you using
Tentacled walrus.
Are you using one of your
No,
holds?
asking a character.
Oh, you're talking to Adelaide?
Oh.
Adelaide. Hector, somebody.
I mean, I didn't get a great look at it. It had tusks and it was furry. It was huge.
Furry husk.
But then it also had tentacles? Like, ugh.
That's interesting. I didn't get much of a description, so
I mean, whatever it is, it's strong enough to haul a high school basketball player down to the bottom of the river and not let him and keep him there. So
well, what if we just put Dr. Dick in the water? I wouldn't swim with Dr. Dick if I was that age.
Dr.
You know
Dick,
that
lights a match on a no smoking sign, and then lights a cigarette and just stares at you.
You guys ever see that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they're trying to go in the pool?
No.
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 Alright, so
It's a
like the
fucking
one
classic episode.
the one guy, they want to like cheat and get to the front of the line, like it's Disneyland, right? So the guy pretends he's sick, and nobody wants to be in the pool with him. So like maybe if we just put Dr. Dick out there, no one will want to go in.
Maybe if you attached a line to back of Dr. Dick's pants and then did that.
Yeah,
not.
I don't think it's a good
baked.
idea. Why don't we just take a look around first and see what we can see? I'm going to head down to the water and investigate a mystery. Just making sure. I don't remember if I take. No, we'll just use
Sharp.
Yep. Oof. Oof.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So on a miss, reveal some information to the monster or whoever you are talking to. The keeper might ask you some questions. All right. So what are you specifically doing to investigate?
Well,
Are you talking to
initially-
the kids? Are you looking around? Are you looking for clues?
yeah, I was looking for clues. Just trying to look around along the bank. I probably walked like in the shallows and
All right, so I
stuff
think
like
I
that.
think I know what we're gonna do here. So I think you see like it's not seaweed, but it's some underwater like plant, and it's like dark brownish, and you think you see like a scratch mark on a rock down there, like a gouged rock. So you have to like clear the seaweed stuff away, the plant away, and when you do, like you move it aside, it doesn't feel like a plant, and then like the tuft zips into the water and away from you, and it kicks up a little bit of like mud inside the water, and
Okay,
it
shit.
surprises you.
Well, I'm going to expletive a lot and jump backwards and probably do some splashing around. Like
Now you got like
they're
the teenagers' attention, and they're all kind of
yeah,
like paying
laughing at the old lady.
they're just kind of like paying attention to what you're doing, and they're a little confused.
Okay.
Oops. Good news, bad news, guys. We're in the right place. Bad news. They know
We're
it.
in the right. We gotta get these kids out of here somehow. At least get them out from being in the water.
But they're like they're like the jocks from school. They're all thick in the head and they're not gonna listen.
How much you want to bet most of them have some kind of booze on them? Probably wouldn't be excited if a cop rolled around.
We wouldn't really be excited if a cop rolled around either.
A real
Yep,
cop
please
doesn't
don't.
need to.
Oh.
All right.
You know, this is a smarter idea. I was just gonna vomit in the river.
Uncle Hector, that's gross.
Or play country music until they left.
These are kids in like the Appalachian Mountains. They probably
No, you
listen
know
to
what?
country music.
They'll probably
Let's be
stay.
honest. No, they probably listen to rap. To be honest.
I get so used to driving through cities, I forget.
Yeah, but there's like this huge group of young people who like being rednecks, and
Yeah.
it's
AKA
weird.
most
You-
of my
you
high
would- you would-
school, most of my graduating class in high school.
All right, who wants to call
I
the
was gonna-
cops?
I was gonna say you could probably drive them away by playing Adelaide music.
That will
Let's play some
definitely, no
dark
matter what
synthwave.
teenager it is, that will be more
So,
effective.
Dr. Dick, are you saying that you're the cop in this situation?
Well, we have at least 2 magical people with us.
Got it. So we're gonna go back up to the parking lot and conjure an illusion of cop cars.
We can just
I'm-
call the cops.
Yeah,
I
but they
mean,
need to
I-
be here, and we don't want that.
I mean, I probably could like make one of them like vomit a lot.
I mean, it's coronavirus. There shouldn't be this many kids out and about anyway.
Ugh.
We're not bringing that nonsense into our
Social
world.
distancing.
We're not. I have to deal with it every fucking day. That didn't happen. This is not the first time I've said this either. I have to deal with this every single day. We're not dealing with it in the game.
Okay.
Yes. I
All right.
mean, I could
2020 didn't
probably-
happen.
I could
2020,
probably-
instead of the plague, you got fucking instead of like a pestilence, you got a plague of locusts, aka cryptids.
I mean, I could probably hex one of them and make them like shit themselves or something.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, and then maybe they
Wouldn't
wouldn't want to
it?
get in the water. Do it. That fails me. That fails me. Conjure up some fake cops.
We'll
think
conjure
he,
up some
like-
fake cops. You make people shit themselves. I'm proud of you, kiddo. Don't
So
ever
I
forget.
think like while you guys are discussing what you want to do, like the Jeep shows up with like a bunch of people in it. And they're like, all right, the cars are at the bottom of the river, so we can get moving. And they start coming down to the river.
Oh shit. I think Adelaide's like looking at the crowd, and I feel like she probably spots like one of her bullies.
Um,
Oh, him.
Alright. We're gonna do magic. Everyone hold hands.
Wait, are we summoning the cop cars, or am I making him?
No,
try
no,
to shoot
hex.
me?
No,
Hex
no,
first,
Hector.
hex first,
Hector's
go
just
hex.
being Hector. Just roll your
Oh, okay.
thing.
Okay. I can't remember what I roll for hex. Hold on.
It's
Use
Weird.
magic.
definitely weird.
Okay, use magic. Do I get my +1 forward? Because I'm trying to prevent them from getting eaten by a walrus monster.
Hold on. Yeah,
That's
that
part of my
you
premonition.
get a +1 for that.
Okay. Shit your pants! Shit your pants!
All right. So
Ah!
which of these, which of your, it's their bully, and he's contracting diarrhea.
The target contracts a disease. Yeah.
Is the disease diarrhea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be
dysentery.
Dysentery. You're gonna make him shit himself to death.
Either I would say either shit himself or he's gonna just start puking.
Why not
everywhere.
both? You got a 12.
I did get a
Oh.
12.
Yeah, you give him a stomach virus.
Yeah.
You give him botulism.
Yeah. He's definitely like the leader looking guy. Like the guy that's like, calling the shots.
Doesn't botulism paralyze you to death?
Yeah, we're not doing that. He's gonna
I was
have
thinking of whatever food poisoning.
Okay, yeah,
the
no,
norovirus.
that's not botulism. Botulism is paralysis.
He's gonna start puking and shitting himself.
All right, so I think you cast it on your bully from school, and he starts to turn like real pale, and then like he shoots up to his feet. He had just started sitting down in the tube. He shoots up to his feet and he runs like into some bushes, and then you start to hear some awful sounds coming from in the bushes, and all his friends start laughing. And they're like, "Oh shit, what's going on, Chad? What's going on? What just happened? Are you shitting and puking?" And they start laughing, and then like he's trying to defend himself. You can hear him like bark out a couple of words in between like heaves, but it's really difficult. And like one of the other guys is like, "What the fuck? Like, do you think he got that from the water? Do you think the water made him puke?" He's like, "I splashed Chad in the face a couple minutes ago," and they start panicking a little bit, but
Okay.
it's not gonna be enough to make them all go. But if somebody wants to try to convince them that it is the water and that they should leave, then that might help.
Our fishing expert.
Oh, yeah. You know, it probably is the water. I heard there's been some mine spillage up from all the mining they're doing.
All right, roll manipulate someone.
Does anybody want to help me with
Yeah,
I'll help.
I'm gonna help out. I'll be like, yeah, I heard about that last week.
the man with fish? Women want me
hold on,
and
hold on,
fish
hold on.
fear me has 0 charm.
Wait, hold on.
Well,
hold
then
on.
why are
Where's
you the
my-
one trying to convince them?
I don't know. We just do these
All right,
things
so
foolishly.
whoever is helping, roll to help.
I don't. Hold on.
You roll
I'm
plus
looking
cool
for...
to help.
Yeah.
The one who did this to me. Oh hell yeah! And I have I have advanced help out, so person I'm helping acts as if they just rolled a 12 on the move, regardless of what they actually got.
Can you say that again?
On a 12 plus, you make the difference. The person you were helping acts as if they just rolled a 12 on their move, regardless of what they actually got.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, why don't Hector roll? I just want to see what Hector rolls.
Go, Hector, go, Hector, go.
Oh!
Okay, so it's a good thing Dr. Dick helped.
Yay.
So the kids they hear what you say and they look at Savina when Savina chimes in, and then Dr. Dick says, "Look what it did to my face!" And like the kids are like, "Look, oh shit, let's get out of here!" And most of them start like getting out of the water, and then like Chad comes out of the bush like with his pants only part way up, and like he's wiping vomit from his mouth. He's like, "Wait for me!" And like
No!
he gets up like over the crest of the hill, and like he's gone. But there's still somebody down here. Todd, what have you been doing since this started?
Todd's just kind of looking on in somewhat confusion. Yeah, he's kind of stopped what he was doing, and he's kind of just took this scene in from the wood line, and now as the kids are going, he's kind of staring into the water, kind of looking intently at the water as if he's trying to figure out what's going on. Well, actually, shit. Dr. Dick looks like a complete. Dr. Dick is complete Fallout Ghoul mode, right?
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Okay. So I think that's gonna freak out. I think that's gonna freak out Todd Allen a little bit. Uh, he's gonna kind of just start trying to low key make his way back to his pickup truck, which is probably right near where the rest of the team parked.
All right, so I think while you are trying to like make it back without drawing attention to yourself, a creature bursts from the water, and it lunges for your back.
Oh shit! Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, it grabs onto you, but by like your flannel shirt,
All right.
and starts pulling you back in the water. But it hasn't caught any meat. It just missed.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so but it's grabbed onto the shirt pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
can-
he's gonna start screaming his head off, and I imagine, and he's gonna start trying to wiggle out of the shirt as quick as he can. So, what do you want me to roll for that?
Let me see. Sorry, I was trying to do something else real quick. Let's look at the moves. Act under pressure.
Act under pressure, and that's cool.
Yep.
All right, he's bad at this.
I think Todd's cool.
Todd's very bad at this.
All right. Well, remember to mark
Um,
experience when you fail.
Yep.
And so I think that's like your first thought is I gotta get this shirt off,
Uh-huh.
but it's not you panic before you can like really take control of the situation. So you're like pulling at your shirt, but you're not doing anything smart about it. You're not like undoing the buttons or like pulling it over your head or anything. Yeah, you try to pull it over your head and it's like a button down flannel shirt. So you get it
Yeah.
like stuck over your head and like now the creature's like dragging you towards the water.
can we? Can I do an act under pressure?
For what?
So I want to, rescue him.
Okay. Hold
So I
on.
want to like, okay.
Sorry, I was doing something before Ray rolled.
Show me your butt.
I'm loading up images of the creature.
I was so excited that this might be one of the blobsters.
Is it a bunyip?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So there's like two different versions of the bunyip.
Yeah.
So there's the weird long neck tentacle monster thing, and then there's like a large mammal
Dog.
with tusks. So this is gonna be like a cross between the two. It's gonna have like tentacles on its shoulders, kind of like a displacer beast.
Nice.
All right. And you wanted to roll to help.
Yeah, act under pressure.
There's
You ready?
another move for that. It's protect someone.
Ooh.
So you can roll protect someone.
Okay, let's do that. So I roll tough. Fuck.
All right. So on a miss, then you end up making things worse. All right. So what are you trying to do to help here?
What I was trying to do was to, I realized that it had him by his shirt, and I wanted to, like, try to, like, help him get his shirt off, so, like, rip the buttons off or something, just, like, grab it so he wasn't, like, gonna drown with his head in his shirt.
Uh-huh. All right. So you run up to help pull the shirt off, and the creature grabs you with one of its tentacles.
Oh
And
hell.
it starts
Aw.
pulling both of you into the water. You're
Oh.
both at like waist deep in the water now, and it's beginning to be much harder to resist being pulled in.
May I
Oh,
run
oh.
in
What are you doing?
with
You're
my
just running
bill
into the
hook?
water?
With my bill hook and
Are you
start
attacking?
poking. Yes.
Yes, you can attack it. So you're gonna roll kick some ass.
You know it. Yeah.
Okay.
I do a stab for 3 harm. 4 harm.
All right. so you stab it, it screeches, and it swings Savina at you
Oh.
with its tentacle, and you both take 2 damage, 2 harm.
Okay.
Hi, Savina.
Sorry, Hector.
Minion.
Yeah,
Charlie would like to read a bad situation.
sure.
All right, that's sharp.
Okay, hold 3.
What's the best way to protect the victims?
So you think that it will probably protect its like face and throat, and let go of anything if it has to protect those. So any like swipes or stabs at its face, it will defend itself, and probably let go. Well, it'll have to let go of Todd because it's got Todd with its mouth, and then there's a good chance it will also drop Savina.
All right. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, it has a real long tail. You can kind of see it swishing in the water, and it looks prehensile. So yes.
Oh. All right, and biggest that's obvious. Most vulnerable. What's the best way in?
The best way in. Hold on a sec. You think your best way in here is basically to run straight up to Todd, because behind on the other side of Todd is kind of a blind spot. So if you like run straight up to Todd and stay in its blind spot, you can probably try to hack or stab at its face, and then it'll drop him.
Okay.
He does have like a shirt up over his head, and like his arms are up trying to get the shirt off of him, and the creature has the shirt in his mouth, so like Todd's right in its face, so it can't see super well. Not past him. All right. Is there anybody who has not gone yet that would like to go?
I'll go. Or-
Oh yeah, you can go and then I'll go.
I think Dr. Dick is going to. He's gonna get in its face. Try to get it to attack him instead of other people. 10. Wow, it's been a while. Hold on, where's that list of moves? Kick some ass. 10 plus, I get +1 harm. Okay, so that's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 harm. Ignore armor. Swinging at its face.
Okay. So it drops Todd, and it swings Savina out in front of it so that like you can't hurt it super bad. You definitely slash its muzzle up a little bit, but its skin is real tough and its fur is really tough, so it's actually kind of hard to get through. But when it swings Savina, like it lets Savina go, and Savina crashes into you, and you both take 2 harm.
Ouch.
If you have armor on, obviously that counts towards this damage
I
that you're taking.
keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that I have.
I just always my skin is 2 armor. Unless it's fire. Alright, that's it for me.
Okay, Adelaide.
I think she's gonna try to throw a big whammy at it.
You're gonna attack it magically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I get to roll weird instead of tough for kick some ass.
Mhm.
Yes.
So the attack has 2 harm. Ooh, on a miss you get a magical backlash. Let's hope I don't miss.
That's every spell though.
Oh
All right, so I think the magical backlash is just that you take the damage.
no! Okay.
So the spell goes off in your face. You did something wrong, and instead of the energy, hitting the creature, it kind of goes off in your face, and you take 2 harm.
Like, I think she definitely screams, like, covering her face with her hands.
Um,
Shit.
Does somebody else like to do something?
I think, did everybody go?
I think everyone went, yeah.
Yeah, everybody went.
Okay. Where exactly? So if I landed on Charlie, we're pretty
No,
much in front of the creature.
you landed on Dr. Dick.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
you're on the shore.
So the creature doesn't have anybody in its grip, right?
It's not holding on to anybody currently.
Okay. Then Todd Allen is gonna run the fuck to shore as fast as he can.
Okay. You don't have to roll for
Or
that.
you want me to roll anything for this? Or...
I don't think you need to roll for that. Roll for act under pressure to see if you don't like slip on a rock or something. You're
Oh, no.
running. You are running in like water.
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ. Well, he's gonna level up
Oh,
fast.
Todd.
So yeah, Todd, you turn to run and then immediately slip on a rock and fall face first into the water. Like
Okay, well
you,
he's gonna keep scrambling ineffectively towards the shore.
when you like get on your hands and knees and pull your face out of the water, you notice that the creature is standing over top of you. Like it's kind of advancing on everybody else and ignoring you. So it's literally
Okay.
standing over top of you.
All right. Well, um, um, if it's going frontwards, I'm going to go sidewards and not go in the same direction that this thing's going in.
All right. So you're able to get out of there.
Okay.
You're somewhat safe.
Okay.
All right.
I think that'll be my action.
Who would like to do something now?
Me.
Go for it.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
You gonna
Wing at it.
swing at it?
I'm gonna stab at it with my cold iron.
Swing away,
Big
Joaquin
iron.
Phoenix.
Big iron. I'm going to choose 2 for my extra spiciness. I'm going to force them where I want them. Can I lure it out of the water with this, or no?
I mean, if force them where you want them is one of the things, then yeah, you can.
Yeah. I want them out of the water so we can hit it more effectively.
All right. So, how are you doing that?
I am going. So it's a
You could
bill hook.
literally use
So
your hook,
it's
yeah.
got some reach. Yeah, so it's got some reach. I'm just gonna like grab it by one of the back legs and just yank it forward, while I guess simultaneously stabbing it in said leg.
All right. Well, I mean, there's a blade on there too. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, how much harm did you do?
Half to harm, spikes, blade heavy. So
No, how much
5?
harm?
5.
Okay. And then now
Roll
it's
dice.
out of the water now.
I'm gonna put on that song.
Did the kid it nearly stomped get out of the water? Or is he still, like, flailing and drowning?
Who? Oh, Todd?
Yes.
He's out of the water now. He's like on shore on his hands and knees.
Okay.
But now the creature's on the shore. Like
Is
he got away and then Hector pulled it closer to him.
great. Okay.
He's fine.
Oh, he's totally fine. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'd like
hold
to
on.
use
Hector
magic.
Yeah,
Oh.
Hector has not gotten attacked back yet. So
Bite me.
like the thing, you pull the thing up on shore, and it claws you with its massive paw. It does 4 harm.
Nice.
Now,
Alright,
Savina,
damage taken.
you can go.
Okay, I'm going to use magic, and I'm just trying to get the kid out of danger. So I'm gonna do one thing that is beyond human limitations, which would be to use the magic to just push him up the bank farther, just get him out of the way.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
let's go weird. Okay.
All right. So you slide him like up the bank
Yeah,
and
so
closer to his
basically
truck.
it almost like is like a wind of purple energy kind of swings out and lifts him away.
Okay.
Gently.
If you rolled poorly, I was gonna make it like make him tumble up the hill, like hit every rock up his way up the bank.
Yeah, I had a
I'm starting to
feeling.
feel like when Golrath was trying to climb through the rooftops.
I mean, this
Almost
thing
dying.
isn't Pablo.
No.
Yeah, you're lucky
If
this time.
it was, we'd be in trouble. All right.
Final boss, Pablo.
Seriously, that card was fucking badass. All right. Yeah. So you've managed to like Todd. You feel like you're being blown away, and
Okay.
like you kind of go end over end, but you don't hit anything. And then when you land, you like land on your ass, and you're like almost all the way up the bank. You're like you're the furthest person from the creature now.
Okay. Todd Allen is screaming and cursing throughout this entire process.
Okay.
Just hear a string of God damn, son of a bitch, what the just incoherent redneck chatter and curses.
Shit, I didn't know he was a Squidbilly.
He is. You know what? He's what's the son from the Squidbillies?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't want to think about the Squidbillies
Whoever
right
the
now.
son is from the Squidbillies, that's who he is.
All
That's
right.
who he is now. Sorry, it's canon.
It's okay. Would somebody else like to go?
The thing is obviously not getting beat up, right?
It's taking damage, but it's not taking as much as you would think it would.
I'll investigate a bit.
Don't forget you have your connect the dots, Phil. I think.
He
Could
does.
be bullshitting.
He does have that.
That's more about finding out like where it is, what it's doing.
Oh,
This isn't so
okay.
much about finding a weakness.
All right. So investigate a mystery. I'm not sure that really applies here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to hurt it.
Yeah, that's read a bad situation.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh, I know. Charlie will attempt to apply some magical first aid
Okay.
to Hector.
I don't think Hector's taken much damage
Yeah, I'm
or
good.
any damage. I think Savina's taken the most
I,
damage.
I,
Sabina's
I
at-
thought I had taken 4, but I am armored, so I only took 2. So
You're
it's
still the
not.
most hurt person.
Yeah.
Maybe Adelaide, because Adelaide had magic blow up in her face.
Yes.
Yeah, how much damage? I took 2 damage, yeah,
Yeah,
so I also took 2 damage. I don't have any armor.
it doesn't matter. Your magic ignores armor.
Yeah,
So even if
so
you did, it would still hurt you.
So everyone's about the same in terms of being injured then.
yeah.
Well, I mean, those two are, yes. They're the only hurt people, though. Todd Allen's been hurt, too, I think. No, he hasn't. He hasn't officially been hurt.
He's just been scared the fuck out of.
Yes.
Stab it.
Actually, Carl, you go.
Okay. I think she's gonna just. We've learned our mistakes. We're gonna
Hey, my thing just went down. My internet.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that is
Um,
weird because we can still hear you.
Well, he's on his phone now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
over to
can
my phone.
roll for you if you need me to, Ray.
Okay.
I'll throw a hex at it.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, that's better. I want it to take suffers 2 harm immediately.
Okay. It does, and it shrieks. Like, this hurt it. This, like, actually hurt it pretty good.
Okay.
It remind me what your bolts of energy look like with this character.
It's like a sickly green
Okay.
energy kind of bolt.
Okay. Yeah, you strike it and like it is covered in like a green aura for a second and it shrieks. And then it kind of like it rotates its body like it's eyeing up the water. I don't think Dr. Dick is gone this round.
Yep. We'll go now. Yeah, he's gonna see that and he's gonna try to keep it here with a kick some ass. Where's my beard? 31. Nothing forward. 10. Exactly what I needed. I'm gonna deal 2, 3, 4 harm, ignore armor, and force it where I want it, which is more towards shore. As far towards shore as possible.
All right, how are you hurting it? You're using like your claws.
Claws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you move it more towards the shore, and then what's Charlie doing?
Honestly, they're probably gonna lock up for a little while and just try to figure out what's going on. They're feeling kind of useless in the situation.
Okay.
hey.
All right. So then Todd, you're making for your pickup.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, well, does it seem like these people got this under control, or does it seem like they're getting their asses kicked?
It looks like they're moving the creature themselves now, and they're bringing it up away from its place of power.
Okay, so they're. You know what? Todd is actually going to use a move now.
Okay.
Um, he is going to use. So he's first off, he's going to go into the bed of the pickup truck, and he's going to get his the his pickaxe and handle club. He's going to get that out. And then he's going to use
You're using a special move or a basic move?
he's going to use a special move. He's going to use monster empathy. This is a charm roll.
So,
Okay, so
I'm trying to.
so I get one hold, and I
Okay.
get to ask. I'm gonna ask, what would distract this thing? Like, what would be things that distract this sort of critter?
Um. So like normally, what would distract this critter is like prey sounds.
Okay.
But it's in the middle of a fight, so that might not work right now. It definitely um. Yeah. So I think mostly prey sounds would distract it, but I'm not sure that's gonna help right now.
Yeah, no, I guess not. Okay.
'Cause right
So he's
now
gonna
it's super focused on trying to get back in the water.
have his club, and he's just kind of gonna get a little closer, like get a little closer to the group. But if as long as it looks like they have it in hand, he's not gonna jump in.
Okay. So I think you jump in, you grab your club and your pick from the truck, you turn away from the truck, and then you hear like a loud screeching sound from like right by you.
Okay.
And when you look up, you see Antler Guy, and he's lifting up Savina's Volvo.
Little blue.
Like
No.
the screeching sounds was his claws, like latching onto the Volvo and like penetrating like the body of the Volvo, and he lifts it up over his head, and then he tosses it um, at the party, and it lands like squarely on Dr. Dick,
Oh God.
who takes 5 damage
Oh no.
from falling car.
Dr.
my
Dick,
God.
little blue.
But it
Oh my
doesn't like
God.
this is like it's not gonna explode or anything. That's not how cars work.
Please no. Please no. Please.
So it's definitely not in good shape. The car.
Right. Right.
Dr. Dick's probably in better shape than the car, if I'm being
I was
honest.
gonna say, who's in better shape, Dr. Dick or the car?
So looking like I want to look and see where my car came from.
Yeah, it's Antler Guy. He's up by the road.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucking Ender guy.
Yeah. Can I go aggro on Antler Guy?
Absolutely.
I forget what we have to roll because it says roll plus hard, and I'm like, what is plus hard?
It's tough.
Tough.
Tough. Okay. Oh goodness, I have a terrible tough, but okay, we're doing it anyway because
Why do you
Savina's
have a
mad.
terrible tough.
Because I'm magical.
Oh, okay.
Magical girls don't have the best tough. It's just, oof,
That's why they need
oof,
soul gems.
oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got I don't know. There's no on a miss. Be prepared for the worst.
Yep.
So I charge up the thing, and take a swing at Antler Guy with my suddenly appearing sword, and then bad shit happens.
So he just like blocks your sword and tears it from your grip, and then he just kind of like throws it aside. Now you're standing in front of Antler Guy unarmed.
Fun times.
Can I respond to Antler Guy, or should I wait for everyone else to go?
Let's let some other people do some stuff real quick. Charlie didn't go last turn, so if Charlie would like to do something now.
Charlie's going to arm Savina.
Okay.
They're gonna whip out their cold iron sword and with a Savina and just toss it at her.
All right. So roll an act under pressure here. Just want to make
Oh,
sure
boy.
that in this situation you can accurately throw a sword to somebody. Yeah, no problem.
Ooh!
Nice.
It like arrives
like
right
the
in Savina's hand, no problem.
Yes. Excellent.
Well, Dr. Dick is currently under a car when he was in the water, so he's probably starting. He's probably have to deal with that pretty soon. So I think I'll go next.
Okay.
Can Dr.
um,
Dick even drown?
you can't age or sicken. That
He's,
doesn't say anything about drowning.
I think he still needs oxygen.
Yeah. No matter what his chain smoking habit might seem.
leads you to believe.
Yeah.
The problem isn't not being able to breathe. The problem is being submerged has put out his cigarette.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna try to cut his way out of or like push his way out of the from underneath the car.
Roll act under pressure. That'll get you out.
13.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
able to do like to move enough rocks aside and cut the car right where you
Yeah.
need to get out of there.
So I have act under pressure advanced as well. So on a 12 plus, you rise above the pressure completely. You may choose to either do what you wanted and something extra, or do what you wanted with absolute perfection. Which, what I'm gonna do is,
What's the extra?
I think the extra is, I think when he gets out, I think the car, lands on the creature in the water's tail.
Okay. So yeah, it shrieks.
Well, this car was pretty handy.
Okay, seeing the rapidly developing nonsense, Hector's kind of look between the Bunyip and Antler Guy. Do I have past history with Antler Guy? I feel like we were duking it out at one point.
You met
Yeah.
Antler Guy, yeah. Antler
Yeah.
Guy was one of what's his name's constructs.
Yeah, and was
I'm
trying to
going- I'm-
use
Pins and
trying to
Vice.
use Adelaide.
Yeah.
I am going to look over at Adelaide and Dr. Dick. Dick, you think you can handle this thing and I'll go work on that fucking creep out of the woods?
It'd be my pleasure.
Alright, big guy. And I'm going to go charge at Antler Guy.
Okay.
Go, Hector, go, Hector,
So you're
go.
rolling to kick ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will roll to take one less harm with my 10 plus. Or is it 12? Let me check.
That's a 10. All right.
Yeah, when you roll a 10+, I want to take less harm, please.
Okay. All right. So you're doing 5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hit it, and where before the cold iron seemed to damage it a lot, the cold iron doesn't seem to have as much effect this time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the attack kind of just rolls off of Antler Guy, as if you're hitting something metal with something metal.
So there's like a clang.
Yeah, there's like a big clang, and the vibration hurts your palms. And Antler Guy backhands you. It deals 4 harm, minus your armor and your -1 harm.
That's a vicious slap. Oh wait, it was 4 harm total?
It's 4 harm total. So
Okay.
then
Got it.
put your armor and less harm into.
I
Sweet.
don't think the less harm stacks with armor.
I don't.
It does. It does. It just can't reduce it below 1. You
Yeah,
always
I
do get
can't
-1.
reduce it below 1.
Yeah.
All right. So Hector, you're fighting that thing now. Who hasn't gone in a little bit?
Adelaide.
Adelaide?
has.
Adelaide hasn't. Yeah.
So, do I see this thing like just slap the shit out of my uncle?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely see it from where you're at.
I think she's gonna take one look at this asshole and just like scream at it. It's like, you leave my uncle alone, you fucking. I don't even know what expletive. And she's gonna throw a big whammy at that guy.
Okay.
Actually, oh, I forgot I have this. I forgot I took this from another playbook. I want to use burn everything.
Oh.
When you use magic to inflict harm, you can choose to inflict 3 harm area magic obvious or 3 harm ignore armor magic obvious. So, yeah, I think I want to do that.
What playbook is that from?
It's from Rosie's playbook.
It's one of
Oh,
the other
shit.
magic playbooks. Yeah.
Yeah. Rosie
Oh.
had this, she just never I never used it for her.
That's a thing that Spectro needs to have.
Yeah, so I want to use magic.
All right, roll it.
Okay. Okay. 9.
All right. So on use magic on a 9, there's a glitch.
Okay. Which glitch? I mean, I'm fine if you want to pick the glitch. Not.
Yeah. It says that I choose the effect of the glitch, so I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I need to find
It's all right.
the glitches are again. It's been so long. Okay, glitch. The effect is weakened. Uh. It has a problematic side effect.
Okay. So the problematic side effect is that everybody who is fighting the creature takes 3 damage that ignores armor as well.
Oh no.
Oop.
Ouch.
Sorry.
So does that hurt Todd Allen too, or is he too far away?
You're not fighting it right now. Savina and Hector are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not good.
Does this ignores armor?
That
right?
ignores
Yes.
armor. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you're using a spell from a playbook that if you hurts people around you.
Yeah, I thought I would just. I picked it because it was going to do the most damage. I forgot that it hurts people around.
Oops.
So yeah, it does what you want it to. It does the 3 harm, ignore armor, but it also does the 3 harm area magic, which hits everybody around. Antler guy.
Oh well, there's 2 options. There's 3 harm, ignore armor,
Yeah, it both happen.
magic obvious. Oh, okay.
Yep, both happen. All right. So back around if Todd would like to go.
All right. So Todd is going to get in his truck, start it up, and start blowing the horn and shouting for Savina and for Hector to get out of the way.
Yay.
Okay.
Do they get out of the way?
I mean, it's a reasonable thing to yes. Like, can we do that? Yes, I'd like to get out of the way.
So I think you like shout for them to get out of the way. You're driving into it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So like it hears you shout and it ignores you, but then it sees like Hector and Savina dive out of the way, so it turns to look at you just as you drive into it.
Beep
Alright.
beep.
So roll kick some ass. All right.
You know what? I want to use
Luck.
I want to use a point of luck to make this a 12 because I want this to be a cool moment for Todd Allen.
Okay.
So that means I get a check on my relationship box too.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you know what? Todd is going to pull on his love of Darlene, and he wants more than anything to do something that will make Darlene proud of him. So he's gonna help these people who helped him by running over this antler guy.
All right. So antler guy's like 10 feet tall. So you're not running over antler guy, but
I know, I'm basically kneecapping
you
him.
do run into antler guy. So we'll say that does 4 harm.
Okay.
I think that's fair
Yeah.
for a pickup truck.
Yep.
So like he turns around just as you run into him, and like he like falls flat onto your truck, and then like he pushes himself up and then tumbles backward like down the embankment.
So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna shout to Hector and Savina to get in. Get in! We gotta get away! It almost killed you!
Hector just kind of stands there with 1 health point left. Like, yeah.
I'm not leaving our friends.
You shouldn't have only 1 health point left, Hector.
We should have a couple at
I
least.
got lit on fire.
Yeah, the fire
Then I
does
got
3
bitch
damage.
slapped.
The fire does
Clawed.
fire does 3 damage. Yeah, okay. I guess. I didn't know if you were calculating your armor or not.
Oh, holler to
No,
him, let's go!
it ignores armor.
The fire did,
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're both doing really bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna use magic and try to fix Hector up.
Let's get you instead.
At least it's not a terrible thing. So 7, Do. Okay, so heal 1 harm for Hector, and there's a glitch. So
All right, pick your glitch.
mm, I'll go with I just say it draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay. All right, Hector, you're healed a little bit.
Feels good, man.
You're also stabilized.
Yay.
Would somebody else like to do something?
I would like to get my niece in the van if possible.
Charlie's in the bathroom, by the way.
All right, well then let's see if somebody else wants to do something. So, Charlie?
Charlie is going to try and get Savina into the truck.
All right, so you're protecting someone?
Yes.
Yeah, so roll to protect someone. That's a tough. All right, yeah, no problem. Say you get Savina into the truck, no problem. Like Savina is not in good enough shape to really resist either.
But Adelaide.
Yes, she's next. You in the truck.
I mean, I'm in it.
As Charlie's doing that, Todd Allen's gonna say, "You good to get the rest of them out of here?"
I'll do what I can.
Okay.
All right. Then Dr. Dick, if you'd like to go.
So, is there not going to be enough room in the pickup truck for everybody, or would we all be able to hop in?
I mean, that's a pickup truck, so everyone can jump in the bed.
Okay. So who isn't in the pickup truck yet?
Nobody's in it except
only
Savina. Yeah,
Okay.
Savina and Todd are in it.
Okay. Well, I think I've got the thing in the water. Like, I don't think it's going to come after us. Because it looked like it was going to run away, and then I just pinned its tail with a car. So, I think he's gonna run towards the what do we call the antler guy? Is it just antler guy?
It's just Antler Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna run towards antler guy and like try to like crack one of its legs if he can, because I know the Todd Allen just ran into it with a car. I mean, like, and he's gonna say, "Get in the car, everyone, go!" Kick some ass. 13.
Ooh.
What do I get?
Don't you have advanced kick some
I
ass?
do, in fact.
Woohoo.
I could make antler guy run away. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's a little bit risky to be fighting these two monsters at the same time. So I think he's gonna like flurry of blows, like scratch real, like claw real quick and fast and like frantic and like frenzied at antler guy's like kneecaps and drive it away and around.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, and deal 3 harm, ignore armor. On top of that.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Are you? Are you?
I'm reading something.
Alex. No, this is Alex. Is this your character's Blaze of Glory?
Well, I would have treated it like a blaze of glory if it was appropriate, which I don't. I mean, not that wasn't appropriate, but like.
Well, I guess what I'm
if it-
asking is, do you want to be saved, or do you want to? Is this how you retire him?
There's a backup retirement at the end of the session if
Okay.
this doesn't end up being a blaze of glory. Like he's not gonna get in the truck unless everybody else is in the truck, but getting 13 and making the thing run away makes.
I didn't want to keep your
sense.
character going if you
Yeah.
wanted to do something else.
Well, I mean, he has to get retired. That's fine. Either way, will work out.
All right. So, you drive him off, and he takes off, but he doesn't take off the way he came. He takes off down towards the water, and on his way down, he grabs Adelaide
Oh shit.
and drags her into the water with him.
Now, I will say that I was trying to grab Adelaide, but I was waiting for Carly to come back.
I know.
Oh, I've been here.
Oh, shit. Hi,
I
Carly.
just was waiting. I was just waiting my turn.
So I guess me and Antler Guy are going to have a tug of war for my niece.
You could try to protect her. Yeah, you can roll to protect.
Yeah. That is...
That's tough.
I'm good at that. Sometimes. 9.
Okay. So
Damn it.
on a 7 or more, you protect them. Okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
You have no help.
I'm okay. It's okay.
So I guess you like jump and push Adelaide out of the way,
Yeah.
and it grabs you instead.
Snuggle Struggle Antler Guy.
So Antler Guy drags you into the water.
Hello.
Uncle Hector, no!
My women want me, fish fear me hat drifts dramatically downstream.
Is Hector dead now?
No,
I
it's
don't know.
dragging him into the water currently.
Go into the water.
So Adelaide, it's actually your turn. So
I'm going to use oh god. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what to do. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack Antler Guy to get him to let go of Hector.
okay.
I'll use. I'm gonna just use a hex
Okay.
because I don't want.
So you use big whammy.
Well, I'm afraid if I use big whammy, the magical backlash is like Hector's gonna drown.
Well, the magical backlash affects you on big whammy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll use big whammy. I'm gonna use big whammy.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does affect you, and your spell blows up in your face again. You take another 2 damage, 2 harm.
Okay. If you're below the spider, does that mean you're unstable?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you've been healed at all.
Okay, I have not. She probably.
So Antler Guy has Hector in the water now. And Hector is not quite submerged, but he's almost submerged. And Antler Guy turns to look at straight at Dr. Dick. And he says, Watney, come and take Hector's place, or Hector dies.
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I'm trying to figure, like I
gurgle.
think Dr. Jick just kind of looks confused because he doesn't know who that could be, because like they know his
Right.
name, but like
It's
I mean,
definitely
if he.
Prince and Vice's voice.
Oh, okay. Oh, he didn't call him just Dick.
No, he
Yeah,
called
he
him
called him
Watney.
Watney.
Oh, weird. Okay. I sent your ass to hell, but, or I thought someone sent your ass to hell, but guess it's my turn.
All right, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought he was like actually like running away, and we had to go chase him and find out where he was. Okay.
No, he's telling you that he'll spare Hector if you come take Hector's place.
I'm getting baptized by Antler Guy right now.
Oh man, don't think he'd believe him. That's okay.
Do
Yeah,
what
you
your
can
character would do.
call his bluff.
Well, I know he's going to kill Hector, or he's going to try to kill Hector. The question is, would he let Hector go if he actually? Fine, God, I'm coming. Let him go. I guess that's a manipulate a person.
You can roll to manipulate.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Uh-oh.
So he says, I'll let him go when you get here.
What's happening with the thing in the water, by the way?
It's trying to get free.
Okay. Just chaos in the background. All right.
It's like splashing a lot, yeah.
Me too. I feel you, bud.
I think he's gonna like trot towards them, like warily, keeping an eye on the thing. Yeah, the guy.
Okay.
Like, he gets into the water, gets closer.
All right. So once you get within reach, Antler Guy's going to reach out and grab you, and let go of Hector with the other hand.
Oh no.
Now he drops Hector in the water, and then basically lunges for you and grabs you.
Okay.
Oh no.
What does he do next? Does he try to drown me? Does he try to eat me? Does he try to?
He's going to start pushing you underwater, but he's like shouting at you. He says, "All you had to do was finish my creation, and look what you've turned me into. Look what I've become. This is all your fault, Dick. It's all your fault." And he's trying to drown you.
So I'm up.
You're in the water.
Can I
Like you're
stand?
not. No, he's 10 feet tall. He took you out to where you couldn't stand.
Okay.
But you can try to like swim or do something.
Come on, Hector.
You're gonna have to roll act under pressure to do anything aside from get out of the water.
You always. You always. The. Like. Oh, shit. What was I gonna say? I got distracted by making the noise. You always. The uglier of the two of us on the inside. I think he's gonna. Well, I've been rolling a lot. Does anyone else want to do something?
Yeah, I'd like to use magic and try to blast the guy, because it's gotta get off our Dr. Dick.
Are you like leaning out of the truck window or something?
Yeah, basically. I thought
Okay.
they put me in the bed, but okay.
I would imagine that Charlie put you in the front
Inside
seat,
the truck.
especially
Yeah.
seeing how hurt you are.
All right, yeah, we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna do some magic.
Okay,
Oh,
roll.
that did. I'm gonna use a +1 forward from previous successful magic.
Okay.
Yay! Good things happen. Okay, so on a 12 plus, I am infused with magical power. And what I wanted to do happens, and the keeper can offer an extra benefit, blah blah blah. So what I wanted to do was cause harm to Antler Boy.
Okay.
So it would have been 1 harm, ignore armor.
Okay. Ella
But I
is
guess I'm
streaming.
really
Oh no, it's
upset.
Lola. Or is it Ella? It is Ella. Ella's streaming.
Oh.
Nice.
Can you hear her?
No.
Nope.
Oh, Kate started petting her. She stopped. Oh, there's. No, that's Kate. All right. So you do some damage to it. But at the moment, it doesn't seem to be affected by it. Like
it's,
not
like
because
it's just focused on what
yeah,
it's
like
doing,
it's
okay.
like trying to kill Dr. Dick really badly, and it's not really paying attention to anything else that's happening to it.
I'm going to spend my turn to get out of the water.
Okay. All right, you get out of the water.
Do I have... Can I do something else? Probably not, no.
No. In fact, I'm gonna have Dr. Dick. Why don't you roll sharp?
Okay. 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think you notice something that you made. It's like a small cold fusion reactor in the rib cage.
Okay.
As he puts you underwater again, and like you open your eyes and you see this thing, and you're like, wait a second, that's something I made.
That's
Okay.
mine.
Cool. Would I like get like a +1
Yes,
to try and disable it?
you can do something to it, yeah.
Okay. Alright, that was my roll. Who's next?
Is there anybody else who'd like to try to do something?
Charlie's gonna patch up Adelaide.
All right, we can take care of that in a little bit.
Later, yeah, that's later.
I think she's gonna try to hurl another big whammy at Antler Guy to get him to like leave Dr. Dick alone.
Okay.
Leave him alone, you asshole.
Yeah,
Whoa!
you blast him, but he's much too focused on what he's doing for, like, it hurts him. He's just not paying attention to anything that anybody else is doing to him. This is his revenge.
Okay.
I am going to, panting and heaving from my Waterworld adventure, I'm going to grab Adelaide by the wrist if I can and just start dragging her towards the truck.
Yeah, you can do that.
What about Dr. Dick? What are we have to do something.
Adelaide,
As he's dragging her away.
Dr. Dick's a grown-ass man who lives a long-ass time. He'll figure it out.
She goes willingly with Hector.
All right, so if there's nothing anybody else is doing directly to this situation, then we'll go back to Dr. Dick.
Yeah, I mean, Savina will just keep trying to throw a spell at him, but like I don't think it makes sense for her to go again right now. So when you think it's appropriate, just gonna keep throwing magic at it.
All right, Dr. Dick.
I think he's gonna try to shut down the fusion engine if he can.
All right, so how's he doing that?
Well, it's a fusion engine, not a fission engine, so it could blow up.
Fucking nerd.
But he's does it look like Prince and Vice included the safety measures Dr. Dick normally would in that kind of thing?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because he's not you.
Couldn't even get my designs right. I think, let's see. I think he's gonna try to like knock it. Try to sever the connection from the fusion reactor to anything that's the thing that is powering.
Okay.
Probably gonna electrify the shit out of the water, but
yeah. Roll kick ass to do that. I assume you're doing that with your claws.
Yeah. Do I get any bonus to that from my last roll? Or...
Yeah, you can have a +1.
What?
What? Fuck?
Oh, hold on.
It's because you put 2 pluses in there.
Yeah.
So it's
that would be a
7, 8, 9,
10.
10. Okay. All right. Yeah, you do the thing. And he starts to like sink his big old claws into you as you do that. And he deals 5 harm. And then you sever those. There's like a huge electric current that goes through the water.
Great bunyip.
You take another. We'll say you'll take another 3 harm from that. That ignores armor. And then, like, he's made of metal. He can't move anymore.
Yeah.
But he's also got you impaled on his claws, and he starts to sink to the bottom of the river, and you're going with him.
Okay. Well, I think.
Go ahead.
He's gonna pull out. He recognizes he's pretty fucking beat to shit. He's gonna pull out one of his like radioactive syringe things that he's made for the unquenchable vitality move.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna inject himself with that. 1 plus cool. 7 to 9 heal 1 harm and stabilize injuries. Okay, so I have a little bit of time. So I have 2 hit points left. And then he's gonna try to like pull himself out of this claw hand. I think he's going to try to see what would be the most vulnerable thing. Well, if they're locked up, getting the princesses wouldn't work. So like, yeah, I think he's just gonna try to push apart the claw hand.
Okay. So roll and act under pressure.
Okay. Oh.
All right. So on a miss, things go to hell.
Do I want to spend a luck point on that? I have a lot of luck. The question is, do I want this to be my final farewell?
Captain goes down with the ship.
SS Antler guy.
Yes, no.
Well, he took out the thing. I think I'm gonna roll. I don't think I'm gonna use a point of luck. And that's gonna make his thing worse. So let's call it -2 down to act under pressure.
Okay. So then with a 12, you're able to escape.
Yeah.
You're bleeding in the water. Like everybody watches for like a couple of seconds, like really 10 seconds, and then you bob out of the water.
I think you remember in the Sherlock Holmes movie where he jumps into the river, holds up his pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see that, but with a damp cigarette.
And then the bunyip pounces on Dick.
Oh my god! We're like, yay!
And
Oh,
its immediate like action is going to try to drag you to the bottom of the water.
At least it's not horse Carl.
Okay. Does anyone do anything on this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use magic. Oh, I could maybe press the button. And another +1 from successful magics previously. And my intent with this one is to try to wrench Dr. Dick out of the grasp of the bunyip. Okay, a 9 is 10 plus magic work. So imperfect. There's a glitch.
Mm-hmm.
You fall out of the truck.
That's not a glitch. That's just falling out of a truck.
You lean too far.
I'm gonna say I take 1 harm, and now I'm like really bad off.
Yeah, you're back to almost dead again.
Yeah, somebody get him.
I'm going to make sure Adelaide's in the truck. Close my eyes.
So yeah, Savina's magic pulls Dr. Dick out of the bunyip's teeth. But it just cuts Dr. Dick up some more. We're not going to assign harm to that, but it's like Dr. Dick is in a bad way.
Yeah.
So Hector, who is also in a bad way, is going to close his eyes.
Oh,
Make sure
yeah.
everybody's safe in the truck.
I know.
A- And I'm gonna grab my bill hook in one hand, and the car radio sparks to life, starts playing Under Pressure by Queen, and I'm going to
Under
toss.
Pressure is not a good fight song.
I
It's
like
not.
it. Shut
What's
up.
that?
Can't Stop me now is way.
Can't Stop Me Now
Okay,
was
is the
way
best
better
fight
for
Stop Me
song.
fighting.
Now starts just rears its head on the radio, and I'm going to invoke Dutiful. When your fate rears its ugly head and you act in accordance with your fate tags, either heroic or doom, then mark experience. If it's a heroic tag, take +1 forward. So I am invoking Sacrifice. Hector is beat to shit, and he's knowing he's putting himself right in this thing's grasp
Uh-huh.
by going after Dr. Dick. So that is my logic. DM, your approval or disapproval.
Yeah, you can sacrifice yourself.
Hopefully this will not kill me. We will see. So I'm basically going to try and stab it and yank Doc Dick forward and out of harm's way.
All right. So what is the thing that you used? Dutiful?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right. So, you rolled a 9. So, I'm still trying to figure.
Poor Todd Allen.
All right.
Guess he's
Uh,
struck.
Yeah. So you can stab it, and you didn't really get any. You can't move Dr. Dick out of the way at the same time.
I was kind of hoping to do like a
Use a luck point.
Sure, I'll use a luck point for that. Bring my fate into play. Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, you managed to like toss Dr. Dick behind you, and then you stab the monster. It gets to attack you back, and it bites you and deals 4 harm.
Nice.
And like it starts to thrash like in its death throes
Yeah.
as like you sink the bill hook into it deeper. And then you both sink to the bottom of the river.
Yay.
Oh, Hector! No!
Going fishing. One last time.
Can Charlie's gonna dive in after him.
Okay.
I feel like Ray, are you? I feel bad. You're just sitting in there. Feel free
Sorry.
to.
Todd Allen is just observing all this crazy shit.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, like Charlie hasn't gone in a while either, so let's not take
Okay.
Charlie's moment away. Let's let Charlie. Were you trying to roll like a protect someone?
Yes, pull Hector out of the water.
Okay. Roll to protect someone.
Save your love. Oh no.
All
I'm
right.
gonna spend the luck point on that.
Okay.
So Charlie just takes off for the river when they see Hector go under, and they just dive in after him.
Okay. You manage to grab Hector, and you get him out of the jaws of the beast, and you bring him up on the land.
So, like, how do death things work in this game?
You're dead.
Cool. I'm dead.
No!
You can spend luck to avoid that harm that you took, but you have to spend luck to do it.
Sure. I mean, I might as well use it.
Okay, then
How
you're just really dying. So you don't take that harm that you took before,
But I am dying.
but you are dying. So yeah, Charlie, you managed to get Hector out of the water, but Hector's not responding.
Charlie's gonna start panicking, calling for help, and then doing what they don't know first aid, so but all they got is use magic.
Well, you can start there.
Yeah, so Charlie's going to attempt to revive Hector, stop him from dying.
What are you doing
Alex, I'm
to
sending you a
revive Hector?
message.
Use magic.
Use magic.
CPR.
Magical
Yeah,
CPR.
basically.
Okay, go ahead. Roll it.
Give Hector a big ol' smooch.
Yeah, you're able to stabilize Hector. So some of Hector's wounds heal up, and then, like, Hector vomits out a whole bunch of river water.
Once Charlie sees that Hector's okay, they just kind of collapse. And a little, just, shock and relief. Probably crying a bunch.
Oh, well, at least I didn't shit out all that water. Huh.
Well, now you're going to. That water's poison. Ray, I just sent
TV.
Ray a message. So Ray, if you'd like to respond to that.
Oh.
Yeah, you have some time to think about it.
So is Antler Guy down?
Antler Guy is out of commission. He can't move. His power source has been disconnected.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's dead, but he is at the bottom of a river and inoperable.
Where's the power source?
It's in his chest.
Oh.
It's basically
He's
like the
in.
Tony Hawk. It's
Tony
like
Hawk.
the Tony Stark thing.
Oh,
He's
the
mad
arc
stinky
reactor.
down there.
This
Yeah,
is an easy-
except
this
it's
is-
nuclear.
This is an easy Spectro move.
Okay.
Did you see my message?
Now I'm picturing him skating at the bottom of the river.
Is that wrinkly ball sack that's still alive?
Charlie's gonna take stock, look for Dr. Dick at that point.
Dr. Dick is alive, but
Yeah.
also in not in great shape.
He's like in the shallows, like pulling himself slowly towards shore.
You alright?
Yes.
Is it
Dying on my watch.
dead?
I think everything's taken care of. At least for now.
Yeah, I think
Cars.
Adelaide's like.
They got little blue.
Welcome to the damaged car club.
Okay, Ray, now.
Okay, so from
Oh no.
Does it matter where he is?
No, it's wherever he would be.
Wherever he would be? Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I think.
I was just joking.
So So from the middle of the woods, you see a golden glow, and
Oh my.
It's
and
Dennis. Sorry, just kidding.
and after your eyes slightly adjust, you can see it's emanating from an ankh. That's
My God.
Oh what?
I thought it was going to be tempered, but this will work too.
Wait, what's up? Are you kidding me? Why is he here? Damn.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god. I thought it was gonna be Tedler too, like on like a motorbike.
Tedward's
Thought it
here
was
to
gonna
save
be
the day.
Yep,
Jonathan on a motorbike.
free of the curse of his father, but no.
No, I like just real quick. Is there any way after you guys got to know Dr. Spectro, is there any way you think that if he was alive, he would not be here as soon as he became aware of all the crazy shit going on?
Oh no,
No.
especially if he had a connection to if he sensed a connection with Vincent Weiss and his work and all that shit. Like
Please
that's
move the kind of dead people away from Jonathan.
Is Jonathan here too?
Jonathan's not here at this very moment.
Oh.
That's not
my
to say that
fucking
Jonathan's
god.
not around. He's just not here at this moment.
Yay! I love it.
Oh my god.
Please continue, Ray. You have
Yes,
my
I'm
attention.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just
No, it's
so
okay.
No, it's okay. It was a perfect moment. Everybody was really surprised. They thought Tedward, but it was the worst case scenario.
um. So you hear from the woods behind the ankh. Arm of Horus, reach out from beyond the grave and bring me what I wish. And he's going to use magic to pull the core
wishing his wish.
out of TV guy Antler Man.
Antler Man. TV guy will be in a different episode.
Oh yeah, and he you see the talon claw reach out from the ankh, plunge into the water, and just it starts pulling up the antler guy carcass, and as it breaks the surface, the claws of the talon just close and rip out the core, and the empty metal shell crashes down, and the core pulls back into the woods towards the ankh, and you hear
You are good enough, you occult bastard.
What? Doc, what's happening?
Later.
Okay.
I'm just going to lay there and think about the stories my grandfather told me for a brief moment. Then look
Char's
over.
gonna approach themselves between the Ankh and Hector.
Adelaide, honey, get away from that thing.
I kind
Yeah,
of
I
look
think
like Savina's at the point where she's getting a little delirious, so she kind of turns to Todd and she goes, "That's not one of ours. Is that real?" And she's basically losing consciousness at this point.
Yeah, let's take a nap.
folks. I need to go check on Amanda and the baby real quick. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, why don't we take a bio break?
I might need to bounce at this point.
All right,
I'm sorry.
it's
Do
okay.
you want to wrap?
Are we okay with wrapping it up? If this is,
Yeah, why don't we just put a pin in it for today and we'll come back to it next week.
Yes,
is everyone okay with that?
Yeah,
I had an ending scene that I wanted to do.
Okay, so just let me check up on see how things are, and I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
Oh my god, I was not expecting Spectro.
I
I know.
jokingly messaged
I
Ray, and I was like, somewhere Spectro and John are watching from like a crystal ball, like, oh my god, and then it
It's
became
time.
reality.
It's happening. It's happening.
well,
It's
like
happening.
we did the 50s campaign. It introduced a lot of other antagonists.
Mhm.
So I was like, I can introduce the ones that could survive easily. So
Mhm.
I mean, everybody could technically be alive. I don't think anybody was old enough to really be dead now. They're just gonna be very old.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh my god, can Rosie run that occult shop in town?
Most the old
everybody
lady
can be
running.
alive, but I don't think everybody's here.
Yeah.
Spectro's here because like if
He was
all this
following.
ethereal, this essentially you guys have been at war with like the cryptids, and all that exchange of power would attract Spectro for sure. So that's why Spectro's here.
If you notice an increase in the cat population, you know something else is up.
There's a decrease in the coyote population.
Yeah,
Smells like burnt fur out here these days.
when you're like the golden glow, I was like, oh, it's Tedward on like a little like bike with a light on the front.
They're good. They're good. Sorry about that.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. So at the risk of cutting everybody off, so everybody can basically be stabilized. I'm not going to make everybody worry about dying right now.
Okay.
And basically, Hector's going to have to start taking people home because 3 of the people that came here in a vehicle can't go back in that vehicle. So, Dr. Dick, you get dropped off at home. You walk in the door. You go to. Is the first thing he would do is take off his coat
Yeah,
and
take off the coat and hat, and I expect he's gonna walk into the kitchen and put on some tea or coffee, whatever Spectro likes, because I assume Spectro is in his den.
It'll be tea.
Spectro is not in your den.
Yeah, okay.
Is it Jonathan?
There is a very, very large man
Oh.
sitting in your den.
Okay, so then he goes up in upstairs and pulls out some old suits that are slightly moth-eaten. He comes down very slowly, dripping blood.
And
Minion,
water.
do you want me to voice this?
Yeah, he's your character.
Watney. Watney, look at you.
Saved your ass, didn't I?
Hmm?
Saved your ass, didn't I?
You did. I'll give you that. What's that you got there? Snack for me?
Yeah, here. I don't need him anymore.
Going to start chewing on the sleeve of one. I haven't seen Spectro since this happy since. Oh well, World War II.
Well, he just got a bunch of big, powerful spiritual energy. I expect he's doing whatever you cult people like to do to siphon off some of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up. You know,
Oh,
Watney.
oh, go ahead.
I sent you another text there.
Yep.
You can keep on talking, but
Yeah. You've been at this a long time, haven't you, Watney?
I'll be at it a long time longer.
You know, Watney, you're right. Are gonna be at it a long time. Which is why you're gonna come on vacation with me and Spectro.
Trying to think of what.
You got a vacation coming up, and you know, I think I can find you some good places to go.
Fight the good fight.
think,
That's never been really Spectre's deal.
I'm just saying, Watney, it's getting chilly here. Maybe it's time for you to go down south.
Back to New Mexico.
Mexico. I don't give a shit where you go. It's time for you to take a vacation.
I think he's gonna narrow his eyes at that.
I mean, looks like you've got some friends now. Wouldn't want any trouble for them, would we, Watney?
They're always stirring up some kind of trouble or other. If you're around, that means nothing good.
Look at you. You're wet, bleeding. You look like a... God, I don't even know what to describe you as. You look like a mummy. Spectre would be proud, I think.
I'm alive.
You're in no
More than I
shape.
could say about you.
You're not wrong there. Listen. You did me a good turn. That girl back then, I know you liked her. She was a friend of mine. I'm willing to do you a good turn, Watney. But don't forget, I'm stronger than you. It's harder to kill me. I don't know about your current state, but you're not looking too hot. Think, Watney, think. Go on vacation. Relax. Take it easy. Maybe go find that girl, see if she's still out there.
Whatever did happen to Rosie anyway?
She's alive. It's got some cats. I bet she'd like to see you.
Ray, I sent you a message.
I'm gonna start chewing on another piece of soup.
Understood.
Out of the way, Watney.
So at this point, what did I say that they drove? He had a very specific car. Was it a Bel
Oh,
Air?
The Lincoln?
yes.
It was
I think
a
it was a
Link.
Bel Air.
It
Was
was
it
a
a
Bel
Yeah,
Lincoln?
it
Air.
was a Chevy Bel Air. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a Chevy Bel Air or is it Chrysler
think-
Bel Air?
It's a Chevy Bel Air.
It's
It was
Okay.
a
Chevy
Bel
Chevy
Air.
makes a
kinda
Bel Air.
heavy.
Oh yeah, it was the powder blue Chevy Bel Air.
Yeah.
So at that moment, the powder blue Chevy Bel Air still looking like it did when it rolled off the showroom floor, because this is Spectra we're talking about. Rolls up to in front of Dr. Dick's house, and the horn blares twice.
Well. What's it gonna be, Watney? Last chance of peace in your little life? Some fleeting chance of happiness? What's it gonna be?
There was never gonna be peace here, was there?
No,
Yeah,
but you can at least try to be happy.
I'll be seeing you.
Stay. John kind of pauses for a moment and scratches the back of his head. Looks away. You stay safe out there, Dick.
I'd the same thing to you if you hadn't just threatened me.
As the kids say these days, peace, I guess.
So does
I'm
Jonathan
going.
walk out of the house alone?
I know we can like telepathically
Oh
communicate.
yeah, that's right. You do. We can telepathically communicate.
So I'm gonna just like let Spectre know what's going on as we wait for Watney to like pack up and go. I guess.
I have no idea what they're asking right now.
They are trying to get you to leave town. Otherwise, Jonathan's threatening to kill you.
Yeah, but they basically said that like that they're going to terrorize the town.
They're not going to terrorize the town. They just want Watney out of the way.
We might terrorize the bird population and the coyote population.
You absolutely do not have to leave town. You can fight Jonathan and
Well, but that's an extremely unreasonable thing to just expect a nearly bleeding out person to just immediately pack up and leave in 5 minutes.
well, you don't have to
Wow.
leave in 5 minutes. They're in town. They know they're there.
Okay. Okay, so I have an idea how he's going to play this then. So I think what he would do is he would make a big show of moving out,
Mhm.
but he's really buying time and going to be recruiting allies. He's going to be gone, calling in favors, visiting people,
Okay.
pulling in allies, that kind of stuff.
So he's going to leave and then go assemble a team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good to me. So then, Jonathan and Spectre drive off in the Chevy Bel Air. Dick, do you call and tell anybody you're leaving, or do you just leave?
I think he's going to go to like a little fire safe in his bedroom and he's going to pull out some paperwork.
Uh-huh.
And it's a will, like a last will.
Uh-huh.
That's, signed and notarized and everything. And it's going to be basically leaving pretty much everything to Adelaide.
Okay.
He's going to lay that in the, like, the den, like, on a table. He's going to collect a few pictures and, memorabilia that's only really useful to him. And then he's gonna call up the OSI. And I think that's where we, will end. It'll, cut to black.
Okay.
Can Betty Mansfield answer that phone?
So I mean, like, he doesn't have to call SI. He could call Betty's organization. So like he's gathering allies. So chances are some of his allies are going to be Betty and Rosie and
he's gonna call up the OSI because that's where I want my next character to come from.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do like a professional, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I like the professional. That's a fun class.
Mhm.
All right. Is there any other scenes anybody else would like to have? Charlie, would you like to have a scene with Hector?
Yes.
Okay.
Where's Hector recuperating?
I would imagine on his couch. Like both Hector and Adelaide are fucked up, so somebody would have to be taking care of both of them. That could easily be Charlie.
Yeah, I can see Charlie going back and forth between their house and Hector's house, back and forth, back and forth.
Or maybe even the Savina's here too, because Savina also needs care. So.
I mean, just a few days of getting strength back and occasionally casting heal spells probably would do it.
So all right, so this is what we're gonna do. Todd, you take Savina back to Hector's house. You follow Hector's van. Charlie drives Hector's van. And you drive that. You follow them back to Hector's house, and you help Adelaide to the door, or not Adelaide. You help Savina to the door. And you're just kind of, like when you're at somebody's house who you've never met before, and you didn't expect to be there, and you're just kind of awkwardly standing around, and you want to help, but you're not like a medical professional. You're kind of doing that right now.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, that was some good thinking with the truck there.
Thanks, miss.
Yeah, thanks for letting us, hide in your truck.
Hey, you
Thanks
weren't
for pulling me out from whatever that thing was.
tentacled walrus. I don't think that's a technical term. I guess Charlie can find out later.
Charlie probably
Oh.
knows what it is.
It's a funny. We'll worry about that later.
What's
Bunyip.
I'm Adelaide. What's your name?
My name's Todd Allen. Todd Allen McMichael.
It's nice to meet you, Todd Allen.
Hey, Todd, you weren't there for tubing, were you?
No, ma'am, I was not.
What was,
Uh, let's just say I have an interest in the history of the magical history of this here area.
Join the club. There's not really a club.
I mean, there might be, just,
I mean,
you
there's
know,
that store in that strip mall.
it's not so much a
Oh,
club
you
as
go
a...
there too?
Yeah, that's why I found out about the what's that river? The Asuk River?
Yep, with the tentacled walrus.
I go there a lot. I got my Ouija board there.
She can actually connect with spirits, though, not like the toy Ouija boards.
He just kind of nods.
After today, you believe anything. All right. So while you three are having this scene, Charlie, you're maybe putting Hector to bed and like tending to his wounds.
Hector, don't do that again, please.
Sarah?
Charlie says, start bandaging up Hector's ribs or something.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear what Phil's saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I just didn't couldn't just let him go.
I know. No. We'll deal with this later. Um, just be more careful next time, please.
Just want to go fishing in Alaska.
And I'm gonna make sure you can go, but you need to take care of yourself too.
I didn't really connect the dots, but my grandfather, well, I didn't tell Adelaide much about him because, I thought he was crazy, but he was always yelling and screaming about golden lights and some shit. And I saw that today, and like, I guess, I don't know. Got a lot of thinking to do. Gotta call my sister.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Oh, Charlie, this ain't gonna. If I didn't die in that water, I'm not gonna die now. I don't think the universe is gonna let me rest.
Forget the universe. I'm not gonna let you rest.
Oh no. Charlie, please.
Just get some sleep. We'll talk later. You just there's just a lot of people would miss you if anything happened to you.
Food feed my dog.
Charlie kind of chuckles a little bit at that, just shakes their head. Um, we'd make sure the dog is taken care of. Don't just you worry about you for now. And
Make sure that kid's alright.
I will. And Charlie leans over and just gives Hector a quick kiss on the forehead and ducks out of the room before he can say anything.
Oh shit. What up?
All right. So, unless there's any more scenes anybody wants to do, then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yay.
All
I
right.
have to be up early now.
Let's go over Ray's stuff real quick, and then we can go over Sarah's. All right. Actually, we'll do the group one first, and then we'll do Ray and Sarah. So, did we complete a mission or contract?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes?
we did kill the bunyip.
Yeah.
We didn't kill the bunyip.
Yeah.
Bunyip's
No, the
dead.
bunyip died.
Oh, did it?
Yep. Hector
Oh.
killed it. Bunyip is dead.
Oh,
That's
okay.
so that's one experience.
That's one experience. Did we learn
Alright.
something new and important about the universe?
Yes, Spectro is still alive.
Oh, yes.
And he's kicking around and doing his shit here.
Jonathan still thinks Watney's cute even though he now looks like a burnt potato.
I wasn't sure about that. No.
So that's
Now you're
another
even more cute.
that's another
cute.
experience. Did we make a new enemy or thwart an existing enemy?
I think we made a new
yes,
enemy.
both of
I
those
think we
things.
Both
Yes,
of
and
both
yes.
of those.
So that's an experience. And was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role?
Yes, there's lots of those.
Shit your pants, shit your pants, shit your pants.
So that's another experience. So everybody got 4 experience.
Oh,
All right.
2 levels this game.
Ray, do you have your hooks written out?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to read them out loud?
So the first one is find locals who are knowledgeable about mystical things, which mission accomplished.
Yep.
And the second one was learn about the magic history of Mount Homunqua. And I don't think that happened yet.
No. And that's it? You have those 2?
Yep.
Okay. If you need to go, you can.
Yeah, I do. I have to take an improvement at some point, but I think I'm.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just take one of mine from my book. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sarah.
See y'all later. Good game. It was a great playing with
I
you.
did not get any of
See ya,
mine.
guys.
Okay, do you want to read them out loud, or you don't have to?
Yeah, it was basically like, make sure Adelaide's cool when I go to Alaska, work with Savina to develop magical, like, education for the town, and, like, help Charlie, like, catalog all the bullshit we've been through for future reference, but, none of that happened today.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Sarah.
Alex,
Alright.
sorry if I, like, stole your moment.
You didn't.
today.
No,
you
no.
didn't steal Alex's moment. It's fine. Everything
Okay.
went really well.
Yeah.
All right. So who would like to go next?
I can go.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't do any of them, but especially the first one, I did the exact opposite. My first one was keep any danger away from Hector so he can actually relax. Talk
Okay.
to Savina about the the possibility of darker magical girls. Help
Right.
help Charlie with any supernatural material they may need. That didn't really come up, so
Okay.
no points for me there.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I don't think either of mine 3 either happened either.
Okay.
But it was help set Savina's school, air quotes, up for success. Confess their feelings for Hector, which didn't really happen.
It almost
you got a
happened.
little smoochy smooch.
Yeah, that's not really confessing anything though. That's just
That's true.
and keep Adelaide safe at all costs. And oh boy, is Adelaide not safe.
No.
Well,
Now
honestly,
Spectre's here
most
too.
of what Adelaide got hurt from was herself.
Was herself.
It
Yeah.
was my own fault.
So
It was my own
maybe
fault.
change the goal to keep Adelaide, save
From
Adelaide
murder.
from
Protect
herself.
Adelaide from herself.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change that to keep Adelaide safe from herself.
Yeah, this is like driving. This is like stealing the car all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All So who would like to go next?
I think it's me. I think that's it, right?
Dr. Dick.
Oh, go for it then.
Dr. Dick only had one,
Uh-huh.
and it's he wants to see Adelaide safely come into her power. Don't think that happened today.
No.
No, as she blew up her face twice.
Twice.
No.
Maybe
he's
next time.
retired now.
Okay,
Oh.
In the game mechanics, he's retired.
He's retired from this campaign. If we do a
Yeah.
different one, he could come back as in a different campaign. He's still alive.
Yeah. He may show up
Thank-
when
He can also
maybe
just
a guest spot.
he can also be
Yeah.
like a background character. And
Thanks for paying for Adelaide's college.
Oh, he has a lot of money. Basically, he from your perspective, he just kind of disappears and leaves you everything. He doesn't tell you what's going on.
Yeah, so she can afford college.
Yeah, he wants to make it convincing.
okay.
Okay, so
Savina.
not in order. So find a new recruit, and I meant for the magical girls. So Todd doesn't count.
Okay.
Sorry, Todd. Help Adelaide to reacclimate being around normal people. Totally didn't do any of that. And the last one, which if you consider like getting everybody so broken that they needed individual medical care, counts. Give Charlie an opportunity to have some alone time with Hector.
I mean, you did. That happened. I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was because of you or not, but
No, that is not. No, I don't think that counts. But in like a funny way, like it happened.
it did
It
happen.
did happen.
Yeah.
But we're not counting that. I just thought that was funny.
It is funny. All right, what did you guys think? You have a good time?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a great first session back. That was
Yeah.
wild.
See, I like this campaign so much better. I had nothing planned.
You had nothing planned?
I had nothing. Had literally nothing planned, but
You're like, hey, maybe a
this-
bunyip, and then you were like, oh yeah, let's just throw in Antler Guy, and yeah, Antler
Oh,
Guy.
yeah, we need-
totally Vincent Vice now.
No, so
Spectro.
when
Jonathan.
we had finished the last season, I was like, you know what? I think Vincent Vice is going to be the main bad guy this time. Except he's going to be Antler Guy. And then we did a 50s campaign, and I was like,
Spectro
I think
is such a good bad guy.
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking along the lines of movies, like where you expect the bad guy from the last movie to be the bad guy in this movie, and then in the fucking beginning
That's like in whichever James Bond movie they kill Blofeld off real fast.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of movies that do it, but I was like, what if I just like killed off Vincent? What if like they had this big blow up fight with Vincent Vice? And it looked like it was going to be another season of dealing with Vincent Vice and his nonsense. And I was like, but now Spectre is the fucking bad guy.
Mm.
And
I was not expecting Spectro at all to
The Antler
be
Guy
here.
out of nowhere thing, I was worried it was going to feel kind of cheap, but then you brought it around in a way that felt really good.
Yeah. No, so I was planning on him showing up. I knew I wanted Spectre to take over, but I didn't know how. So I was like, let's just see how this goes. And I was like, because Dr. Dick would kill himself to take out Vincent Vice, if he had to.
Yeah.
But you didn't die, so I was like, that's perfect because now that he's hurt, and like Spectro absolutely would use this time to, muscle him out of the picture. And I figured that would be a good way to get you to retire him.
Yeah.
And you did exactly what I wanted him to do. Like you're assembling a team to get rid of him. So
Geriatric Avengers, assemble.
you mean
Yes.
what's that movie with Sean Connery?
Oh, the
Um
Distinguished Gentleman or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the one.
Except instead of Sean Connery, it's Dr. Dick.
Wow.
So I took infirmary on Charlie.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
After all this chaos, I'm like, what? I have to take in advance.
So I applied a level, but I want to choose a new playbook, and I'm not sure how. Like, do I want to do that this time or next time? Because it's about time.
Okay.
But like, how does that work?
You had to read it. I don't know off the top of my head, but we can talk about it.
Very loosey goosey.
Like, I still have all the stuff from the first playbook, or do I
Oh,
lose
I
that?
forgot to turn off the stream. So thank you for the one person who watched this. It might have been one of us. It was a good
It was
time.
me, actually. I
Okay.
checked in the beginning to see if the sound was working.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Well, we've had 2 people watching, so
Excellent.
I'll put this on YouTube also. But yeah. Thank everybody who watched, even if it was only for a little bit. Good night.